Remember Me is a show about the sudden rise to fame.
From tabloid chaos
to early internet madness.
I'm Maisie Adam.
I'm Scott Bryan.
And this is Remember Me. We're joined by a gladiator. It's only Hunter.
Catch up. Hello and welcome to Remember Me.
Matt Terry.
Yay!
From Liberty X, it's Kelli Young. So Solid crew legend, Lisa Maffia. It's Nadia Almada. Thank you so much.
Hey, how are you?
X Factor star Honey G. Cast us back to what life was like for Scott in 2004.
So I was 14,
Yep.
living in Dorset.
Right.
I had come out in French class.
Had you?
In French.
In French?
Yeah.
You came out in French?
First, yeah.
Stop it.
Je suis homosexuel. About 4 p.m, the whole school knew. So that was fun.
Why was this a conscious decision?
No, because we were all learning different phrases.
I don't remember this. Yeah, but I don't remember that phrase in the syllabus.
No, because I was learning different, we were all learning different phrases in the dictionary. And then I knew my sexuality and I felt like no one was going to really, have a reaction. I had no idea what a reaction could be. So I just found the words and I was joking with this person next to me.
Yeah.
And then she was like, vraiment? And I was like, oui, vraiment, oui. And then the whole school knew.
Oh my God.
It was a lot.
I think that's the sort of, the most iconic, but also the campest way to come out.
It's pretty camp. And
That's amazing.
I quite admire myself.
Je suis homosexual, vraiment, oui.
Yeah.
Where was the most bizarre place that fame took you?
There's loads of surreal moments. Just one that sprung to mind was we entertained the troops in Bosnia over the New Year.
Sorry.
What a shifting gear from the
That was not what I expected.
No. Were you expecting some nightclub?
I was expecting sort of a uni in the north of England. And
there was loads of those.
We were entertaining the troops in Bosnia.
And I remember they let us drive the tanks.
How do you entertain the troops in Bosnia? Just perform?
Show. Yeah,
wow.
they're just happy that you're there.
Great.
But we were allowed to drive the tanks, and I do remember driving a tank going, this is mad. This absolute madness.
Were you in the cat suits?
Should have been, really.
Cat suit in the tanks with a cane.
Were you allowed to fire anything?
We weren't allowed to fire, obviously not.
God. No, I don't know where you were.
Liberty X on the AK-47 Scott.
That's just...
It's a way to promote a tour.
Driving a tank was the limit. I felt like it was irresponsible of them to let us drive the tanks, to be honest. So, yeah.
Did anyone take your photo? Do you have a photo?
Yes, there will be
Is
photos
it in the box?
of
it?
I don't know. Maybe.
You've driven a tank.
In Bosnia.
You've driven an army tank.
Yeah, in a war zone. Yeah, it's mad,
in return for singing Just a Little and
Literally.
Thinking of You.
Yeah.
Great, now can I drive your tank?
Yeah.
What a world.
And I remember when we were performing for the troops, they were on a 2-can rule. And I remember them all just looking at them all out there, sipping their second can, just trying to make it
Trying to log it out.
Yeah, and just thinking, this is weird. It's so surreal.
Oh my God.
The whole thing, that whole trip was surreal.
Why did you go to Bosnia? Was it like them being like, it's a great way to help morale?
Yeah.
The problem was if you got injured in an early show, because it's all done in 2.5 weeks, you were, and you knew if you wanted to be opening Wacky Warehouse or you had to be on telly, because people don't want the gladiator they can't see. They wanted the one that's got the most face time. So it was really important to get yourself out there if you wanted to make a living from it, because you couldn't make a living from what you paid the shows.
No.
It wasn't.
So was there a pressure to continue on even if you were injured, essentially?
Oh my
because
God.
you're thinking, I've got to keep doing this even if I've got...
In the last show, I'm going to cry telling this story. But
Take your time. Do you want some more water, James?
Sorry.
That's
No,
all
you're
right.
absolutely
Absolutely
grand.
fine.
And only tell it if you're
No,
comfortable
it's
to. Yeah.
they put us against each other, and me being me, I've got to win this.
Real excitement and expectation in the crowd. The first time ever that two glads have gone head-to-head over the eliminator course. Hunter with impeccable credentials, impeccable pecs as well for that matter. 1.90 m tall and 103 kilos. Against him, the ace, 5 centimetres shorter but 2 kilos heavier.
And I dislocated my shoulder in the first event. So they took me into broom cupboard. I said, I'll lose my arm. I'm going to win this show. Cut my fucking arm off. Sorry, can I say that?
Yeah, you can.
And he was like, look, I'm going to inject you with some painkillers that you won't be able to feel your arm. And he just took me into a broom cupboard, put all this stuff in it.
Yeah.
And I won the show.
Hunter storms up the hill, contraflow in 7 strides. Hunter is the ultimate gladiator. Can we have a comment? Thank you. As he crashes through the paper burst, the smart money was on him all the way. As again, Hunter proves himself to be the supreme gladiator.
And I was happy with that, but my shoulder hurts every day.
Still now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But you couldn't do that now.
No,
you know,
of course
but
not.
but I was so adamant I wanted to win it. I would have done anything.
Really, just that you were sort of blinded by this need to be the best. Wow.
And it's funny because there's one point where I come off the Hang Tough and Ulrika's interviewing me. She says, "How's your shoulder?" And you can literally see I'm almost pushing it back in because it was so, you know. So, do I regret it? No.
You really don't?
Yeah, I
Really?
don't, because I would have done anything to win that show. Because I am the ultimate gladiator.
And that's why. But even when it hurts now.
Yeah, but that's the payoff, isn't it? Sometimes you have to weigh up what. And if he just said I can cut your arm off and you can do it, I'd have done it. That's how in it I was. Yeah. Yeah.
You played our office once. I was at BuzzFeed back in 2017.
Okay. Now, I have to say that wasn't a great gig.
It was a weird gig.
It was a weird gig.
It was a weird gig because this was in an era of BuzzFeed where they were ramping up. It was a very large office space. They never hired the people to fill in that office space because, alas, they made some redundancies not long after that. So you were in an era of playing an already half office.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day, I felt it was.
It was.
We were
maybe
at our desks.
early mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoons.
And people just went, I just want to have a coffee. I want to dance to Sweet Caroline.
That is a tough gig.
It was literally a tough gig where we're literally typing out our office. And back then we really had to they were cracking the whip being get your content done. By the way, Pat Sharp's here now, DJ, now dance. Plus also there was loads of unlimited chicken from Nando's delivered.
Was there?
Oh my God.
Loads.
This gig gets weirder and weirder.
That sounds really worthwhile. They never offered me anything.
Yeah.
Meet your deadlines, but eat the chicken and dance to Pat Sharp. Normal day in the BuzzFeed office.
If that can represent what BuzzFeed was, then I think...
Is it still going?
It is in the UK, yes, and internationally.
So you're 19 when you get signed.
I was 19 when we made the record.
19 when you made the record.
For another year, we were unknowingly promoting that record to lots of different people, but then bumped into somebody that was out in Nine Upper that was actually from a record label called Relentless.
Wow.
And that's how we ended up getting signed, because he heard the record.
But so the record was sent out to different people and you didn't know?
No, it was sent out. We didn't have the money to do that.
The postage for starters,
yeah. Well, there you go, exactly. We were putting our money together from all our little jobs to cut records and selling them out of a backfiring white van that we got from auction. And we were selling them outside the record shops. We weren't able to put them inside.
No, is that how... Wow. Because that's the way you also get your songs played, is by if DJs play it in their clubs, then people go, what's this? And they listen to it.
That's the ticket. So that's what we did. We just kept going with that. Well, I say we. The boys were doing that without me knowing. And then that
without you knowing?
Yeah, because I honestly didn't have a clue what it was all about. I just thought I made this record. I just thought I made a song and it was playing in parties.
Was it just like a hobby?
It was
there wasn't this kind of career.
Well, I had a baby.
Yeah.
I was working in an off license in Brixton so that I didn't have to give my child over to a childminder. I wanted to take her to work. So I was getting paid cash in hand in an off license and taking my baby to work every single day.
I have got really pally with the hair and makeup team.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm sat in the hair and makeup chair. They're like, should we have some fun today? And I had a beer quiff at the time. Thank God that's gone.
I liked it.
I
liked it as well.
it.
For the record.
For the record. Cheers. But it's gone. Gone. I don't think it's coming back. And we put loads of blonde in my hair.
Yeah.
I was feeling myself. I went in, so I'm like there going good.
And you've probably never been around a hair and makeup team before who can go, hey, we can make you blonde today.
You don't
That's
have
exciting.
Access. Yeah, I never had access. I never dyed my hair before.
Yeah.
And it was just such a fun sort of experience and something to do. And I get to sound check and halfway through my song, it's just like cut. And then there's this energy. The whole room, the whole studio shifts. Something's bad's happened, something terrible. And it's something about me. And I don't know. So then all of a sudden, producer comes in, Matt, we've got to take you to hair now. And I'm like, oh, like, what's happened? quickly, everyone, like, it's just like an awful feeling. They were like just sucking the energy out the room,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like something terrible.
Oh, it's
has
awful. And you
happened.
got that dread
yeah,
filling
and I'm
up.
like, all I'm here to do is like, oh my God, it's over for me. Like, I don't want to go back to the restaurant. I don't want to, you know, whatever. So I go back in and still no one said shit. No one said anything to me. Everyone's just like, just get him in the chair. Like all this like drama.
No one would tell you what.
No
the
one's telling me
problem
what's going on.
was.
So I sat in the chair like I've done something really bad, and all of a sudden my excitement's gone. Like,
Yeah.
and I look up at his name was Jamie, and I go, what's wrong? And he was like, just be quiet a minute, like just stay there in the chair. And then when the room emptied, he was like, look, I won't say who, but he said, you can imagine who said, we have to change his hair back now because he looks too gay.
Wow.
So then that's just double whammy for me of like
Too gay.
Too gay, yeah. So I looked too gay. The blonde made me look like whatever image they had going for me. So that tells me. So no one's ever sat me down and said, look, we know you're gay, but we're not going to tell anyone because it might affect your audience. Might mean that, I don't know, young girls don't fancy you. Might mean that, or whatever it is. So I'm unaware of all of this. I also haven't told anyone. I've never come out to anybody, but in my heart, I knew that about myself, but I was just waiting for the right man to come along to make me feel like I was ready to just be like, hey, here's the person I love.
Yeah, of course.
You know, that was all
and
I
it's
was
your
waiting for.
private life.
Yeah,
It's not for the whole purpose of the show for you to.
So then I'm like, cool. Now this is serious. Now I'm really gonna have to switch on this character of like, I don't know, or like this persona. And don't get me wrong, like as a gay man, like that's something I'm used to. It was a form of protection. Like I grew up in the 90s, you know, like to protect myself, like I go sit in a barber chair and then we talk about football and I have to pretend that I know, right?
Oh, I've done that a million times.
We've all done
it.
You
just do it because they've got scissors and you just go, exactly. Yeah. Love my girlfriend.
Just throwing out, the missus is doing my hood in and we're good to go, you know? Like that's what they say. That's the talk in the barbershop.
But there's a difference between that and being on a show with 8 million viewers.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's how it can work. So again, I'm not in the know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, what their idea are. And don't get me wrong, it's probably coming from a place, like a good place. Good, I'm going to quote it.
Yeah.
But that's me. That's my identity of who I am.
No,
like they want me to succeed, you know? It's coming from a place of, listen, if you want to do well, then we're going to need... Imagine they sat me down. Maybe then I would have had a choice.
Yes.
And knowing me, I probably wouldn't have gone along with it because that's just, I want to be me. I'm here to be me. But when you're 23, like I said, £4 in your account, what you can do?
You don't know what the done thing is in this world. So you go along with all these other people who are going, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. I would argue that Jedward's longevity, though, is perhaps down to Jedward. I cannot believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. Jedward being quite self-aware. I've never met them, but I know people who have. Have you met them?
I've not. I once got a DM from them when I was working at a...
from them as a collective?
From them as a collective. When I was working at BuzzFeed, saying, could I go on a tour around the UK with them as they perform at departure lounges of various UK airports?
I take it back. I was about to say, Jedward seem quite self-aware. At least they know what they are. But
I had many questions. I was wondering, do departure lounges have like performers?
Also, departure lounges, they're quite a stressful place anyway. You're quite highly strung in a departure lounge. The last thing you need is X Factor's John and Edward coming in with their, I wouldn't even call it like golden retriever energy. I'd call it sort of like Staffy off a leash kind of in your face.
I'd also be concerned if it was them doing the now boarding announcements as well.
Your Jetastic flight's about to take off. Why don't you get in the line? 5, 6, 7, 8, get in the line. And you were auditioning for things like The Lion King, right, at the time?
Yeah, well, I was actually still in college, so I was at Italy Conti, which is a stage school.
Yeah.
And I was doing my Lion King thing. Yeah. And then I was down to the final 2 for Nala in The Lion King. And I just woke up that morning and I looked at the advert and it was the last day, the last round of auditions in Southampton for Pop Stars. And I was living with 3 of the flatmates at the time, and I just sort of said to them, I really feel like I should go for it.
Just a gut feeling?
Yeah, just a gut feeling. I really feel like I should just do it, but I'd have to miss going in for Nala today. And my then flatmate, he's a musical theatre guy, Ben Forster, who's played lots of shows in town. He was like, "Oh, babe, you've got to just follow your gut." So I was like, he's going to love that impression.
Yeah.
Keep it in.
Yeah.
Did you have to sort of second guess your behaviour the whole time when you were going through that as well?
Yeah, like I couldn't like an Instagram picture at the time without something happening, you know? Like I remember I liked Tom Daley's like picture once.
Which
like,
who wouldn't like a photo from
he's got
Tom
a six
Daley?
pack, he's under a Christmas tree.
And he's also now into knitting.
Yeah, and I can be into knitting too, you know? And crocheting, whatever you want.
It's crocheting. He would correct us and say it's crocheting rather than knitting. They're very two different
But that's so mad. Like a like can blow up and suddenly that's...
Yeah. And now I'm left, don't get me wrong, like I live so normally and comfortably today, and that's exactly how I like it.
He's liking all of Tom Daley's photos.
And commenting.
A few years ago, like me and my husband were with my parents and we were talking about favourite holidays we've ever been on. And my husband, Mike, was like, "Oh, I'd really like to go to Portugal because you've not been, have you, Maze?" And I was like, no, we need to go to Portugal. And my dad was like, "Maisie, you've been to Portugal." I said, "I've never been to Portugal, Dad." He went, "Yes, you have. We went when you were a child." I was like, "No, we didn't." He went, "Yes, we went in Easter break 1993. I was born in January 1994. I pointed this out and my dad went, "Oh, yes, you were conceived there." So that's nice, isn't it? That's lovely. That's ruined Portugal for me now.
The label was like, "We want you to make R&B." And I was like, "What?" We want you to make R&B because So Solid Crew and garage music was all very negative.
Yeah.
There was a lot of bad press around it.
So what was the bad press?
The bad press was surrounded by gang culture, guns, just violence in our sort of genre of music in general. Not always to do with our parties, but
and how did that make you feel?
I was just so disheartened because, as I said, I know the boys well. I knew them from 13 years old. I spent a lot of time with them, and I knew it weren't them, and it weren't on them. It was because our fame had got so big before our financial success that we were still living in the same areas, but with fame and no money. And then having money and still not knowing how to navigate our way out of the same environment that we grew up in.
Yeah, of course.
So negative attention was, of course, is going to come and get you, you know? And we were kids as well. We weren't old at all. So when we got our first checks, we all bought nice cars and jewellery and, you know, nice clothes. So the jealousy would build because there's people that aren't as fortunate in our same places where we grew up. So it did build a lot of negativity around us.
Yes, I did work for a still very high, you know, very present bank, internationally known, and was very serious about it.
So did that form part of the escapism that you were after?
I think it was already in me. I think the bank thing was just kind of like a job.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was always, a little bit more vivacious and more present in a room than most other people. But it was a great place to be, and it was local to me, and it was convenient. I got to kind of learn this whole new world in finance. That was the thing. I used to go out and I was in my early 20s and I was like, "So what do you do?" I was like, "I work in finance."
Yeah, it's such a flex.
Do you remember Mrs. Bucket, Mrs. Bouquet?
Yeah, Mrs. Bouquet, yeah.
They would call me that.
Really?
As you know, not much, because I was literally that. I love comedy. That great era of the 90s.
Really
and
so good.
Oh, the Carolina Hands, you know. Oh, these people really gave me life. And even for me as an immigrant or as an outsider, I really got an understanding of that sort of,
sense of humour.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love British humour. That was like huge for me. So yes, I used to say, yes, I work in the finance sector, whatever it was. And everyone would call me Mrs. Bucket because I kind of embellished
How long
everything.
until Nadia mentioned she works in finance?
So So I go from speaking very, very, very highbrow, like you had said earlier, to being a common as F, from the streets. I can never pull off from the streets, but sorry.
Do you think that's what sort of endeared you to the public? This sort of this sense of it, which you clearly still possess. This sense of humour and kind of like because I think a lot of British people can relate to that, of sort of trying to what do you call it, like code switch almost, like,
is that what it is? Oh, very Gen Z of you.
Is it Gen Z? I'm not Gen Z, Nadia, but I'll take that.
No, please do. I
Yeah.
love the whole lingo. I don't know, maybe it was in me. I listen, Nadia is not a easy feast, but at the same time it's the easiest thing for me to be, because this is me, on 100 on an every day.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. Thank you. That was very sweet of you. So yes, this is not hard for me to be this wackadoodle. So because it's always been in there for me.
Yeah.
I think it was an act of rebellious, non-conformist as well.
Yeah.
Sort of kind of going against the status quo. And I think also for me, going back as well, growing up and watching. We've spoken about, Victoria Wood, Dinner Ladies, those sort of momentum. I always grew up watching these women being so empowered just by their humor.
Yeah.
And almost like sexuality.
Yeah.
And also womanhood, empowerment.
Kind of unapologetically. Yeah.
100% like the Golden Girls, all of those sort of women, it really gave me strength. So I seek a lot of refuge and strength and peace.
Yeah.
In that humor, in those women.
Yes.
So, not to digress, but thank you. Yes, I think always listen. You can't go to Big Brother without having a little bit of couple loose screws and bolts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
You need to have a
They're
little.
They're gonna make good TV.
No, you need to have a personality, and I don't think I got the. I think I did get the beauty in my. But I don't know. It's what it is. You need to have something more than, and also your storyline, I guess. Big Brother was very fond of that, and it still is.
Yeah.
And it allowed us, and that's the beauty of the show. It was a beautiful thing, the early 2000s, with the whole reality TV sphere and realm, was it allowed people like myself, like yourself, or anyone that was almost like a non-fitter.
Yeah.
And it would be allowed to sort of dream, to see there was maybe a platform for us to explore that. There was that medium, that opportunity there.
People always say, who gave the names?
Yes.
The execs were sat around a table with a bottle of port and they just fire them out. I don't think there was anything more.
I think you landed quite good with Hunter. I think some of them are better than others in terms of names.
Well, I remember Ace, when he got named his name, and he was like, that's such a rubbish name, Ace. It's like, Ace, what? And they said, well, actually, there's a new biscuit out, called Ace, and they're prepared to pay you X amount to do 30 PAs to promote. He said, oh, I actually like the name Ace.
Yeah, actually. I'm coming around to the
fantastic.
idea.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think sometimes there was method to their madness of naming the gladiators.
They did say to me, one of the producers, just before I was sequestered voluntarily, because we gave consent to be literally taken away to a foreign country and hiding for 2 weeks.
What?
Before Big Brother, you go away.
Before Big Brother,
so you
literally get sequestered and so like, here's a plane, off you go for 2 weeks.
I'm from the streets of Guildford, right? So. So literally, I was making my way down to Waterloo Station, and the first thing they do is take your phone and your purse and you get to keep. No, they give you your passport when you cross over the Calais.
Okay, yeah.
But they take you everything. So basically, from the streets of Guildford again. So coming on, and you voluntarily give away your life.
So, okay, volunteer. I was going to say, I think you've been kidnapped.
No, it was essentially
you were
kidnapped.
taken to another country. You had to give up your passport and your phone and your purse.
Like, we didn't even know where we were going. I didn't even know
we
we were going to France. Some of us went to Belgium and we crossed the border and we went to France.
Does this happen every Big Brother?
I think then it was 2 weeks for us
But it was every series. This is what they do.
Oh yes, we were in hiding. We had to go from hotel to hotel because the
press were trying to chase you down.
Yes, exactly.
And also, Big Brother was also at it. So I guess because it was such a big show, it immediately took off. So you
So they
knew.
had to take them to Calais.
To France. We went to France.
Yeah.
We were in hiding. We would be under. We would be under blankets in cars. Literally, I'm surprised we were not in the boot of a car.
not know
Really?
this.
No, 100%. We had no outside sort of contact with our family and friends 2 weeks prior this show went live.
And then you go straight from France to the Big Brother house.
Again, under the blankets into this sort of like cubicle in a green room, whatever, until you were taken out.
I have to ask you, Matt, it's written here on my cards. Is it true you were nearly shot by police in the US whilst recording your last album? Where were you recording it? Oh, God.
Hull.
How did...
No, I'm kidding. So I'm in Miami. And I'm a very punctual person, right? I turn up right on time. So Miami is so different.
Oh,
so
really?
They're like, hey, bro, like, let's start the session around like 4. And I'm like, yeah, cool, no worries. I get there at 3:45.
Of course you do.
Because I'm English.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I go to open the studio door. And I'm like, oh, it's not opening. I'm rattling on this door. The studio alarm sets off. I'm talking like it's aggressive. There's no one there.
It's like Wallace and Gromit when they tried to steal for diamonds.
Yeah, there's no one there. So like I just step in. I'm like, guys. I'm like, hello. Alarms. I'm sweating as it is. So I come out the back door. God knows how fast. Miami police come legging it round the corner with guns, and they hold me at gunpoint coming out the side.
I love how you nearly forgot this story until we
what
mentioned
an iconic
it.
story.
And you're like, I'm just here to record an album.
Yeah, I was like, oh, la la la, and they go to me.
Put your paws up.
Put your paws up. I mean, I'm Alex the Lion.
I'm trained in
Oh my
musical
God.
theatre.
Yeah, I'm American. Help me. I won the X Factor.
No.
I'm from London. I'm here to record my studio session. I just panicked.
Initially, and this was never aired, Simon Cowell tried to pull my whole audition.
What?
So what happened was I walked in and I remember I had a really dry mouth and I was saying to the production team, I'm really anxious, and like my mouth was really dry, and I walked in there and I started performing and he stopped me. He put his hand up and he was like, no. And he said, he was about to just sort of say, can you do something else? Don't do this. And there was an argument between him and the producers. And the producers basically told him, look, shush, let her do her thing.
Do you know
let her carry on.
what the reservations he had?
No idea. No idea. He just didn't like me at all, or didn't like what was coming out of my mouth. He didn't like what he was hearing. And the producers managed to shush him, say, look, no, we like her, let her carry on. So eventually the producers persuaded him to let me perform what I'd planned to.
I think the UK garage scene now gets the recognition it
No,
deserves.
but it does on the club scene.
On the club scene.
I promise you, for 25 years, I have not had a week of no gigs.
Really?
Unless I chose to take it off.
Why do you think
year
it's still
I had
seen,
149 events.
It's everywhere, but I agree with you. I don't think it gets the recognition.
I think it once did and it doesn't anymore because there's no new garage, and the new garage doesn't sound like the old school garage, and everyone loves the old school sound.
Yeah.
Everybody likes nostalgia. Everybody likes...
And it's how, and nostalgia's a big thing at the moment.
Right. Everybody wants to go a little bit back because what's now doesn't really exist.
Mm-hmm.
It's instant. It's the attention span. Is it? They say 10 seconds on social media.
Yeah.
21 seconds, maybe.
Ah, come on, Scott.
Hunter, take it away.
Oh.
Was that a cover?
It's a meditative play, one that we play.
I feel like a new woman.
Like and subscribe to us on YouTube or at Instagram at Remember Me or on our TikTok page at RememberMeMDS. And you can also follow and watch us on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Danny, what does MDS mean?
Mic Drop Studios, like and subscribe.
Sorry, yes. Mic Drop Studios, like and subscribe, says producer Danny. You can email us at micdropstudios.com. And you can also visit us at micdropstudios.com/rememberme. Don't forget to leave your comments below about today's episode. We do read every single one. Until next week, goodbye.
Bye.